The Samsung event is over. We already knew just about everything that was supposed to be announced, but some of the stuff was new-ish, kind of a surprise, but maybe not really. There's so much that was covered in this event, it's close to impossible to go over every detail. I'm going to do my best to deliver a quick rundown to everyone that doesn't want to sit there and watch an hour-and-a-half video. Let's get going. They started with the new Galaxy Fold device. So now we have a foldable display that's coming to the market in April for like $2,000. Now you're looking at a guy that spent $1,000 on a pair of LV earbuds. So I'm kind of used to blowing cash on stupid technology, but this price tag made me cringe. It was kind of painful. So I'm not going to say anything else about this foldable display during this video. Let's forget it even exists because it's not going to anyways. No one is going to buy it. Let's get the big stuff out of the way right now. They kept the headphone jack. You heard me correct. So go grab your wired earbuds, over the ear headphones, dust them off, shine them up, put a smile on your face. We know that wired audio always sounds better than wireless. So I'm glad Sammy decided to keep the 3.5 headphone jack. From me to you, Sammy, thank you. I know you were listening. We got 3 models out of today's event. The Samsung Galaxy S10e, thought to be the S10 Lite, the S10, and the S10 Plus. Let's have a quick overview of these colors. You can get prism white, black, green, and blue in all 3 models. There's also a canary yellow that you can get on the S10e model. The S10 Plus also comes with a ceramic white and black, which from the looks of it, these two really stand out and are Samsung's premium devices. More to come later on those two. A quick rundown of the displays. They're all AMOLED, which is Samsung's staple screen that sets the standards for all other screens within the industry. Sporting the Infinity O display with the camera under the display with a precise laser cutout in the screen. They're all HDR10 Plus certified as well. Now, on to the difference between these displays. The Galaxy S10e is a 5.8-inch Full HD resolution 2280 by 1440 with a PPI of 438. The Galaxy S10 is a 6.1-inch Quad HD resolution 3040 by 1440 with a PPI of 550. And the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus is pushing a 6.4-inch Quad HD resolution 3040 by 1440 with a PPI of 520. So the resolution on the S10 and the S10 Plus are the same, but the S10 has a higher PPI. I'm eager to view these two displays side by side and see if the human eye can actually tell the difference. All devices have the latest Snapdragon 845 processor. Now, on to some more exciting features. Let's talk about this camera. Samsung pushed out its best camera to date on the Galaxy Note 9. Now, they're taking that framework and enhancing it on the S10 models. The front-facing camera on the S10e and the S10 are the same. Both have a 10 megapixel lens with an aperture of f1.9 and a field of view of 80 degrees. This field of view is kind of a big thing that Samsung's really pushing this year, so pay attention. The S10 Plus has all that, plus some extra enhancements specific to the Plus model. That's why they call it the Plus, because it's plus more. It has a second 8 megapixel camera with a field of view of 90 degrees and an f2.2 aperture. This is a bit of a letdown. I was hoping for a front-facing wide angle. I want to get everybody in the picture. Let's move on to the rear-facing or the main camera. This is where things start to get exciting. The S10e has a dual camera with optical image stabilization, 10 times digital zoom, and HDR10 plus recording. I don't even know what that means, but I'm so glad to have it. The first lens is a 12 megapixel wide angle camera with a field of view of 77 degrees, and a dual aperture of f1.5 to f2.4. The second lens is a whopping 16 megapixel ultra wide camera with a field of view of 120 degrees and an aperture of 2.2. You heard me, 2.2. The S10 and the S10 Plus have a triple lens setup with all the features of the S10e model and some extra goodies built in. The first lens is a 12 megapixel telephoto lens. The second is the same as the first lens on the E model. The third lens is the same 16 megapixel wide that's on the E model as well. These cameras are so full of features and little extras everywhere. It's basically too much to go over in this video. So I'm just going to say we are all in for a treat. AI, machine learning, all that goodness is coming along with it. So you can expect to take a picture, but the algorithm, artificial intelligence, it's gonna take a better picture for you. Moving on to the new reverse charging feature. Now this is pretty cool. You can take another wireless charging device, put it on top of one of the S10s and share the battery with its friends. But what they didn't tell you during the event is this feature only works with Samsung technology. So at the moment, it's not designed to work with, let's say, an iPhone. Not saying it won't charge it, but it's not designed to. It's optimized to work with Samsung products. I will, of course, try this out right away, test the limits, and share my findings with all of you. Onto the batteries. The E model has a 3100 milliamp battery, the 10 model has a 3400 milliamp battery, and the Plus model a 4100 milliamp battery. Now, let's take a peek at the storage options we have. The E model comes with 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. Also has an option of 8 gigs of RAM with 256 gigs of internal storage. The S10 offers 8 gigs of RAM with 128 gigs of storage, or 8 gigs of RAM with 512 internal storage. This is where it gets exciting. The S10 Plus offers 3 options. First, 8 gigs of RAM with 128 gigs of storage. Second, 12 gigs of RAM with 512 gigs of internal storage. Third is reserved just for these beautiful ceramic versions. 12 gigs of RAM with 1 terabyte of internal storage. This is going to be expensive, I absolutely promise. We also have dual SIM options for you travelers out there, and of course, Samsung kept the expandable micro SD storage as well. All in all, this device is going to be the one to beat in 2019. Samsung pulled out all the punches on this one. I could keep you here for another 25 minutes going over all the features, but I feel like we covered the important stuff. Well, almost. We didn't talk about Bixby. All you need to know is Samsung has finally made this button remappable, which means if you want to turn off Bixby or replace it with something else, something a little bit more friendly and intuitive, like, oh, I don't know, the Google Assistant, now you can do that naturally within the settings. You don't have to download a third-party app to do it. There are serious signs within this Unpacked event that Samsung is really starting to listen to its consumers, and I applaud them for it. Good job, Samsung. Good job. Thumbs up. This device is available for pre-order at 12:01 a.m. According to Verizon's website, that is tonight at midnight. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really liked the video, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you know when future videos come out. If you want to go ahead and have some more fun with For the Love of Tech, we have a giveaway going on. That's right, in the description below, there's a Gleam link. Click on it, enter, participate, have fun. And again, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I love making it for you. For the Love of Tech, namaste.